is one of our biggest passions. We have travelled to dozens and dozens of countries over the last 20 years, and we actually prioritise travel over most other things in our budget once the essentials are all paid for. Over the past 2 decades, we've picked up loads of travel hacks and ways to save money when travelling around the world. So in this video, I want to share 15 ways to travel the world on a budget and our top money saving tips when it comes to travelling. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Hi guys, a really warm welcome back to my channel. So I thought today we would chat through 15 ways to save money when you're traveling and how we have afforded to travel the world on a budget over the last 20 years. So I know that the world is, dare I say it, opening back up and things are much less difficult to travel and to be able to get to places. Hopefully you might be able to plan some trips over the next few years, and this video is going to show you all the ways that we have saved thousands and thousands of pounds over the last 2 decades of travel. A small part of this video is sponsored by Curve, who are a long-term partner of mine. So I'm sure you would have heard of them here on this channel before, but I use my card every single day. I'll be talking to you a little bit more about how you can save money when traveling when using your Curve card. But for my first tip, it's all about booking your flights. Now, it's really important to either use an incognito browser so that it doesn't recognize who you are if you're looking for something when you're looking for a flight, because if you keep going back, it's going to remember that you're really interested in buying these flights, and actually it's going to charge you little by little extra and extra. So clear your cache, your browser cookies, so that it doesn't have that in its memory. Also, if you can use a VPN service to change where you're actually looking from, then it actually might be cheaper to do it this way too. So for example, if you're going from a country with a lower GDP than the UK or the US, then actually you'll be charged less money to fly the same flight than if you booked it from the UK or the US, which is crazy when you think about it. So it's just about being savvy when you're booking your flights. Number 2 is to book all parts separately and yourself. So I've said it before, convenience costs. So if you're getting maybe a package deal done by a company and they're gonna show you the places to go, they're gonna do the itinerary for you if you're doing a road trip, and they're gonna sort your hotels out and everything like that. Not only can you not cater this to exactly where you want to go, but you're gonna be paying such a huge premium for this. So think about doing your flights separately, think about doing your accommodation, your car hire, everything, all these different components of a holiday or a road trip. Doing it all yourself will save you so much money. Okay, number 3, tip 3 for saving money when you travel is to look into booking return flights for a single trip. Now, when I was searching recently for some flights over to America, it was coming up cheaper to fly to America and back again than it was just to fly to America. So just do your research here. Don't go for the first flight you see. Obviously you want to be looking around and actually saving money by doing it this way. Number 4 is to be flexible. Now, if you can fly on maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday, you're going to be paying so much less than if you're flying at the weekend. And equally, if you can maybe fly anywhere in the world and you don't really have a plan and you can just choose whatever's coming up cheapest, then do that. It's going to cost you so much less money. You're going to get a really great adventure from it. But the key is just to be flexible, because you're going to be paying more if you have to fly on like a Friday night or a Saturday morning and you want to fly to a really expensive destination. So just be flexible and see what you can get for your money. Number 5 is to use comparison websites such as Kayak, Skyscanner, even Google Flights. It's going to show you the best price that you can get for where you want to go. Number 5 is car hire. Now, if you're doing a road trip, which we love, we've done many before. In fact, I've done a whole California road trip itinerary here on this channel, and I've done different road trips within America. So I will leave you guys a playlist in the description bar if you want to check those out for more ways to save money when you're traveling, how to save money on travel, how to travel on a budget, and some really nice itinerary ideas as well. But when it comes to car hire, if you are booking your car hire, say from San Francisco, and you want to do the San Fran to San Diego road trip, which is amazing, then you're going to pay more money dropping it off in San Diego than you are if you can go back to your original airport. It's not always ideal, but perhaps if you're doing San Francisco to Vegas to LA and then you can drive back up, you can maybe do a loop and actually see different things on the way up. So think about this, make sure you're actually getting the best price for your car hire, because it can really add on so much money to your trip. Number 6 is to pay less when you are taking money out of ATMs or when you're paying for things over in a different country. Now, this is where Curve comes in. You know, I am a huge fan of the Curve card. I can put all my loyalty cards on it. I can put all of my bank cards on it. It's just convenient for me. It's easy, it's all in one place, and it's really, really good as well for security. So if I lose my card, I'm traveling abroad, literally they can send me one within 24 hours and I can get a new card sent to me really easily. Saving money when using your cards abroad can be really vital when it comes to sticking to a budget when you're traveling. Over the summer, Curve are offering a brilliant deal where they're removing all of the conversion fees for purchases and ATM withdrawals when made at the weekend. There is a link below to sign up for free, or you can choose one of the paid for memberships where you get heaps more travel benefits and card benefits. If you guys use Monzo or Revolut, you can actually add these onto your Curve card. So you can have one card for ease of use that you don't need to go through the hassle of topping up the cards. There are so many other benefits for using the Curve card. I've actually done an entire video on budgeting for our last holiday, so go over and check that out if you want to see more detail about what you can do to save money when you're using your Curve card.
Curve will also permanently increasing the limit on fee-free FX from £500 to £1,000 every 30 days, Monday to Friday, and to £2,000 on the new Curve X tier, which helps save loads of money in exchange rate costs.
Tip number 7 is motels can be fine. Even hostels can be really great, especially if you're traveling on your own. When I was about 22, I went for 6 months around the world. We did South America, and then Fiji and New Zealand, Australia, all the places. And I stayed in loads of hostels, and they are such a fantastic way of meeting people. It's brilliant. But if you're not maybe feeling so secure about hostel, then look at motels. When we've done road trips around America before, we stay in motels all the time. They are such good value for money. They're about $40 a night. You get a free breakfast, which, by the way, you top up and you fill up, you get your baguettes and your little bagels and your packs of cereal, and you can take them for the rest of the day. Literally, we'd make up lunch from our free breakfast, and we would only ever have to pay for one meal a day. So you can really keep the costs down here. And of course, you get free parking for most of these, which is brilliant as well. So don't always think about having to stay in a hotel, because you will probably be paying 4 times the price. As much as they're lovely, and they can be really, really lovely if you need a break in between the less glamorous places to stay, you are probably going to pay more. So just do your research, have a look at motels in the area, and try and book something that's more affordable. Tip number 8 is about food again. This is about buying your food in supermarkets. They do really good deals on cooked meats and really nice salads. You can grab a baguette and just some packs of cheese or something, and it's so much more affordable than going for a meal when you're hungry, when you want some lunch on the road. So try and, as you would do in the UK or wherever you're from, as you would do from home, then try and actually pack a picnic and just grab something from the supermarket rather than going for meals each time. When we're traveling, we do tend to do this in the evenings as well, but obviously part of traveling is immersing yourself in the culture and maybe going out for meals and seeing what the local dining is like. So if you want to do that maybe just for dinner, just try and do it once a day. But think of it as money saving tips back here. You wouldn't always eat out every lunchtime. You'd take something with you, so it shouldn't be any different when you are traveling. Tip number 9 is to book in advance. Be really organized, guys. If you are trying to book something, around 9 months is about the sweet spot for getting the best prices on flights. So don't delay. If you know you want to do something next year, start looking at it now. We're halfway through the year already. The other school of thought is that you can buy them at the last minute, and you can save loads of money if they've got spare rooms going that they just need to get rid of, or flights. But you're running the risk of missing out on, firstly, any accommodation left, and secondly, they might not do this, so you might actually have to pay even more. So my recommendation is to book in advance and get that done, locked in, and then you've got all that time to save up for your trip as well. Tip number 10 is to get free travel insurance. So the Curve card for metal and black card holders, which is a premium subscription that you would pay for, actually give you so many benefits for traveling, and some of these are travel insurance. So you can get free travel insurance up to like £15 million in emergency medical, £500 in lost baggage or delayed baggage. So there's loads of benefits actually that you could save money on by getting them free through your Curve card. So have a look into them. I will leave you links in the description bar if you haven't signed up before. I have got a welcome offer which will give you a free welcome gift of, I think, £5, and then if you use your card over the certain amount of transactions, you will get another £5 as well. So I'll leave all the terms and conditions linked for you in the description bar. But it's definitely well worth doing this. It gives you so many benefits, and even maybe a cheeky airport lounge which will be discounted if you show your Curve card at the reception. and, you know, start your trip off in a luxury way, even if you're then gonna go and spend it in hostels for the rest of the trip. Okay, so tip number 11 is to stay outside of the cities. So places like New York, most expensive place in America, like you will be paying a fortune for this. Something like San Francisco. We've stayed in San Francisco quite a few times. We actually got engaged there in like, gosh, 2008 or something, 2009 maybe. We love San Fran, but it's so expensive. However, if you just drive across the bridge to Sausalito, you can get a hotel for probably, my battery ran out and now the sun's out, so it probably looks really different. Sorry for the light. So where was I? Yeah, staying somewhere across the bridge, maybe a 20-minute bus ride, is gonna save you like a quarter of the price, a third of the price less. It's a brilliant way of saving money. So don't always stay in the city. If you're going somewhere major, like in America, for example, like a major city, then just have a little look around and see where you can stay that's gonna be much more affordable. So the next tip is to fly into big airports. So these are probably in general going to save you a lot of money. They're going to be cheaper than flying into a little airport. If you're visiting friends and family, maybe they can come and pick you up if you can just fly a bit further away, or you can get transportation. So trains in America, for example, are so easy to get around. We've often done overnight trains, so from like Philadelphia to Chicago, it's like £20 for the entire night on a train, and you wake up and you're there. So if you are maybe flying somewhere that's going to be a little bit more obscure, then have a look into the major international airports nearby. Gosh, it's so sunny now. I'm in a jumper and I'm boiling. Okay, so the next tip is, can you travel light? I'm not so good at this, but often I have to kind of like travel with all my camera kit and different bits and bobs, and especially if you're traveling somewhere that's, if you're on a road trip, for example, and it's maybe winter, say you start in Utah and it's really, really cold, and then you're gonna go over to Las Vegas or something, you're gonna be boiling, so you will need different types of clothing. However, if you're just going for a week somewhere, can you maybe just pack a carry-on? And these days, I mean, you could probably get a big backpack as a carry-on, and then just a handbag as well for your extras. So try and travel light. It's not gonna just save you money, it will save you time as well, because that baggage, especially at the moment, if you've been on holiday, you will know recently, the time it takes you to get your bag is probably about an hour at the moment. So it's gonna save you money, and of course, time is money. So try and think about traveling light and packing just carry-on luggage. Okay, the penultimate tip is to research. Now, when we are planning a road trip, which I'm really hopeful that we're gonna be able to do another one soon, because they are kind of like my happy place. I feel like as much as I absolutely adored our last holiday, which was a luxury resort in Greece that we've never done before, we've never done a resort holiday with the children, but road trips, I just think you can see so much on them, and you get to immerse yourself. You feel a little bit more like you're living there because you're there for maybe longer, or traveling around, you're seeing the sights in a bit of a different way. But researching can really pay off. So check out, are there free activities? Are there like festivals that you can actually go to which will be free, which will fill your days with free things to do? Can you maybe volunteer? Are there programs? Maybe you can work on a fruit farm in Australia, and then you get, you know, maybe lodgings free, or you certainly get an extension on your visa. Also researching different times to travel somewhere and then work back. So if when you do, often on say Skyscanner, if you want to book a flight, you can actually then do view whole month, and it will tell you when the cheapest days are to travel. So you can use that information, actually then travel on those days, which is gonna save you so much money. And traveling off peak, so maybe you're going in the rainy season, don't worry, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have a terrible trip because it's gonna be raining every day. Often rainy season might just be like a really savage amount of rain in an hour for a day, or maybe at night time. And the rest of the time it's absolutely beautiful, but you're gonna be paying so much less money. Obviously, it goes without saying, be careful if you're traveling to like hurricane hotspots, like you don't want to be going there in hurricane season, or if it's like a forest fires or something like that, dangerous, or it's really too hot, then be a bit, you know, be sensible here in terms of when you're going to travel. But off peak, especially as soon as the summer holidays end, or the school holidays in general, obviously you are kind of governed by the school holidays if you're a parent, which is not great, but it is a lot cheaper to fly outside of those times. So even if you're maybe traveling, and this is a hack I learned this month, is if you have a school inset day on one of the days, and I'm not by any means telling you or promoting to do this, but if you just take 4 days because one of them is an inset day, you won't get fined. They won't authorize it, it's unauthorized absence. But I'm of the belief that travel is so enriching and important, and especially after what we've just all been through. if we can get some joy and we can go traveling and meet new people and experience new cultures and learn things that they might be learning in school and actually take them to the pyramids and let them see what it is as an actual place, then I feel like that's an enriching experience. We've gone off on a tangent, guys, but traveling off peak can save you a fortune. So don't forget to check out the link in the description bar for your Curve card and your free welcome offer. Terms and conditions do apply, but I don't travel without it. I've saved so much money in my withdrawals and my insurance policies and things like that, that it works out and it's perfect. And of course, all my cards are in one place, so I just take one card with me instead of my entire purse, so I'm traveling lighter too. Thank you for watching, guys. I really hope this video was helpful. Do leave your travel hacks for affordable travel and how you can afford to travel around the world in the comments, because I would love to read your tips. I'm always learning and I'm always looking for the next adventure. So follow along if you want to see more videos like this, how to save money when you're traveling, how to save money in general in life. Thank you for watching and I'll see you so soon. I'm so hot.